eating a diet high in plants and phytochemicals can help reduce your risk. Some potential benefits of phytochemicals: reducing inflammation, preventing damage to your DNA, repairing your DNA, strengthening your immune system, regulating your hormones, and preventing damaged cells from reproducing. All right, so we're looking at berries. So do we know how many different types of berries there are? A lot, lots. Bananas are berries? Says who? Bananas are berries. Why? Because they have seed, or should have seed. What is a berry? I think the people in my ears. No man, we want ear because I want to know what it is.
Hello. Yep, just from the internet. Because bananas are technically berries because they are fleshy fruits with seeds that develop from a single flower's ovary. That's what makes a berry.
Huh. Strawberry is not a berry. All right, so we have a lot to learn then. So berries are naturally sweet but low in sugar. Berries contain a lot of... Technically, plantain can be called a berry because it's the same family as banana. All right, we learned something today. So berries are a delicious way to add phytochemicals to your diet. Some of the phytochemicals found in berries are anthocyanins. It's found in the blue and purple berries, which are phytochemicals that help reduce inflammation and protect your brain. Sure.
All right, it's saying that's right. A strawberry isn't technically a berry. Botanically speaking, true berries like blueberries or bananas develop from a single flower with one ovary and have seeds embedded in the flesh. Strawberries, on the other hand, develop from a flower with multiple ovaries, making them an aggregate fruit.
So the current bananas that we're eating aren't real true bananas because there's no seed in them. Which look a black thing now. There's no banana me eat. No. Well, I have a little black thing. I go look. I have banana in my bag. I go look. I go look. So strawberry is not a berry. All right. You want a mic, Sheldon? Oh.
There are persons out there that will make the argument that what we're eating today is not really true bananas. It's just a genetic derivative or a genetically modified organism. Like real bananas, like if you take a froggy banana, anybody here knows a frog banana?
Yeah.
You will actually see the seeds in them.
That's what I'm saying.
Bumpy banana is the same, but what you find is that the big pretty ones that we like, the very tasty ones, the seeds, yeah, they're almost non-existent.
Exactly.
So really, you can make the argument that we're not really eating what God made as banana. We're not necessarily eating that today, but the derivatives are the modified parts of it. But that's what we're eating.
Yes. With the other mic, Sasha.
Yeah, the point I was making is that a lot of times some of the fruits, they're not necessarily genetically modified, meaning through gene splicing or gene removal, but they're manipulated.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So which is not the same thing. So manipulation would be you have a crop, you pick out the ones that have the least amount of seeds, and then you replant that. And then you pick out the ones that have the least amount of seeds, and by repeatedly doing that, you end up with a crop that doesn't bear seeds or a very small amount of seeds. So it's just, it's kind of like forced selection, not natural selection, but forced selection.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Strongest.
Yeah.
All right. So, ellagic acid is another phytochemical which has anti-tumor properties and helps neutralize substances that cause cancer. All right. So, this is pyrrolystilbene, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation. So, berries help to reduce inflammation. So, if you find yourself with a lot of inflammation or your doctor tell you, get some berries. Kale. Kale is part of the cruciferous family of vegetables, which also includes broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. Kale contains lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin C, E, and K. These are vitamins and phytochemicals that help your body absorb iron. So those who are anemic, kale is very good. They also bind to bad cholesterol to help your body get rid of it. Kale also contains the phytochemical glucosinolate, which can cause cell death in tumors. All right? So, if you know anyone who has been diagnosed, kale. Onions. Most people don't really like onions, especially raw onions. All right? So, we have an emphatic lover of onions. So, onions belong to the allium family of vegetables, which includes garlic and leeks as well. Alliums, along with cruciferous vegetables, are among the two best cancer-fighting vegetable families. Dioxin is a type of cancer-causing toxin found in cigarette smoke, exhaust fumes, cooked meat, fish, and dairy. 1 tablespoon of raw red onion toxicity in half. All right, so onions, yes. Mike. It's on the seed.
Hello.
Oh, it's
So
turning.
you're saying that it's specifically because this was specific to the red onion. So does the white onions have any benefits? Or
They all do, but red onions have more of the phytochemical allium.
okay, awesome.
Everybody online is good?
Yes,
Yes,
we are
Everybody
good. I'm
online?
following.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Any questions? Any comments?
no, I'm happy to hear of the benefits of onions because I do eat, especially the red ones, raw. So I'm learning. I didn't know it had so many benefits. Mm-hmm.
Compounds that promote the growth of good bacteria in your gut. Lentils may reduce your risk of cold.
Not hearing anything.
When you're overweight, are you way more than you should? One, you're always tired. Yes, one moment. You're always tired. For some people, they're always hungry, right? You don't digest food well. Obesity causes a lot of indigestion problems. Is a lot of things. So, from a weight BMI chart standpoint, I guess you can look at that and see whether or not you are in the zone that they say you should be, and your height, and then you can know whether or not you're over that weight or in a range of that. Go ahead, please, online. Oh, oh.
Yeah, your audio was just coming in and out because Sister Lee was talking, was saying something, but we realized
Okay.
maybe didn't hear her.
Better now?
But it's better now. It just trick back in better. You can go ahead. We're hearing now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we're hearing
Yes,
you
hearing
now.
now.
We're hearing you now.
Okay, so somebody was
Sister Lee was
somebody
making
else
a
was saying
point.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, Sister Lee, go ahead. We didn't hear you.
I was saying that I'm happy to hear the benefits of the red onions. I guess if you eat it raw, it has more benefit than if it is cooked, right?
Yes.
Cooking would destroy it. Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. But it's for the red onion, the raw one is better. But cooking doesn't destroy it.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't
good.
destroy everything, I should say. Yeah.
Doesn't
All
destroy
right.
it. Okay.
Turmeric.
Yeah.
Right. So turmeric is an Indian spice often used in curry dishes. Turmeric's bright yellow color comes from curcumin, which is a powerful antioxidant. Curcumin has been shown to kill tumor cells in a variety of ways. Most substances that prevent cancer either stop cancer from forming in the first place or prevent it from spreading. Turmeric does both. So it stops it from forming and it also prevents it from spreading. Cauliflower.
You know, I wonder if the prevalence of cancer is lower in the Indian community. It's something that I was just thinking about that. I guess it's something that we have to go and check it out. But I mean, if that's so powerful and that's almost that's a staple in their diet,
Should
then
be, right?
then it must be. I don't know. I mean, I
That's
don't know.
something for us to research and find out.
Yeah, that's a good question for sure. But I think thinking about it now, in America, cancer is very high. I know their population, but I'm talking about the percentage of cancer versus the population. I think Jamaica, I don't think our cancer rate is very high either, but we do use a lot of curry in our meals as well. Curry is almost next to the national dish. We have curry chicken, curry this, curry that. Jamaican love to curry everything as much as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think also, Brother George, is that we drink a lot of bush. So maybe it's the curry, but we drink a lot of bush as well. So I think that is also a major part of why there's not much in Jamaica.
Says
It's
while
true,
India
but I
reports
don't think,
a higher.
and that's true, but I don't think bush drinking so popular nowadays in this modern Jamaica. In the old days, I could
In
have.
Kingston. Oh, no, in Kingston it's not popular. Go country, they only get bush tea.
Probably more people in Kingston than in the whole rest of the country. Maybe. I don't know.
It says that while India reports a higher number of cancer cases annually than the US, the cancer incidence rate, cases per 100,000 people, is lower in India than in the US, with the US having a rate of about 300 cases per 100,000 people compared to India's 100 cases per 100,000 people.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Statistics does make a difference because somebody could easily say, oh, India reports more, but India is more than 3 times the population of US. India is over 1 billion people.
Right.
It's the most populous country in the world. It overtook China a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really look at it, it's really not that. It's 100 per 100,000. This is not really that crazy. No, that's not.
Go ahead, Matthew. Imavon.
There is this, I'm going to read this from nutritionfacts.org. I think it's actually fascinating based on the topic. It says, population-based data indicate that some extremely common cancers in the Western world are much less prevalent in regions where turmeric is widely consumed in the diet. For example, overall cancer rates are much lower in India than in Western countries. US men get 23 times more prostate cancer than men in India. Americans get between 8 to 14 times the rate of melanoma, 10 to 11 times more colorectal cancer, 9 times more endometrial cancer, 7 to 17 times more lung cancer, 7 to 8 times more bladder cancer, 5 times more breast cancer, and 9 to 12 times more kidney cancer. This is not mere 5, 10, or 20% more, but 10, 5, or 20 times more, hundreds of percent more breast cancer, thousands of percent more prostate cancer. Difference is even greater than some that has been found in the China study. They also go ahead to say that it's not just, you can't just correlate it to the turmeric, however they say it's a good starting point. But they say another thing is that 40% of Indians are vegans, and those who eat meat do not necessarily eat as much as a person in the Western world is. So there are other factors as well, but they're definitely saying there is a correlation between the turmeric consumption and cancer rates.
Oh,
That means that we had to do something right then.
we
man.
are the something right. We're vegan and we eat a lot of turmeric.
Yes, man.
We are the something
We
right.
just need to eat more turmeric. So just put turmeric on. Well, where else I can put turmeric on? Let's get creative.
Listen, every morning
Mango.
I try to drink a cup of turmeric milk almost every day. Turmeric milk. Turmeric with almond milk or soy milk or with that tip of, you find it's a Ayurvedic we call it thing from India. All right, sir. Try it one day and the strangeness will go away. All right, cauliflower, a member of the cruciferous vegetable family. Cauliflower has been well studied as its cancer-fighting potential. Cauliflower contains the following beneficial compounds: indole 3-carbinol, which reduces hormone-sensitive cancers; sulforaphane, which deactivates cancer-causing compounds; and fiber, which helps prevent cancer. So beets, the red pigment in beets comes from beta-cyanine. So it's the same thing with the red onion, Sister Mel. This phytochemical could protect against the development of cancer cells. It also may help reduce inflammation that can lead to cancer. Beets also contain 4 grams of fiber per cup, which can help lower your cancer risk. Beets can be cooked and enjoyed in a variety of ways, including steamed, pickled, roasted, boiled, or raw. Why you don't like
How
beets?
much grams of dirt tonight?
There's no dirt in it. It just tastes that way, Brother Sheldon. It anyway, only not doing it right. Soybeans. Let us move on from beets. Beets are nice. There is a persistent myth that soy products increase the risk of.
Sorry, I'll go very quickly. So there's sometimes my mom, when she makes like carrot, beetroot juice, the trash, she takes it back, she steams it and cooks it up like that Vegemint thing. It tastes really good.
Probably should let Brother Sheldon try it one
Yeah.
day. All right, let's move on from beets. So isoflavones actually suppress tumors. Isoflavones may also be able to turn on genes that slow the growth of cancer cells and cause them to self-destruct. In studies of what people eat, there is no link to increased cancer among the people who eat soy. There may be some link between eating soy and a decreased risk of breast cancer and of lung cancer in people in non-smokers. Decrease. That's what they used to say about coconut oil, right? Okay. So whole grains. No.
So I have a question because
Not hearing.
Yeah. I wanted to respond to this. The amount of, so first thing, right? So I'm gonna take it at face value that what they're saying is so. I'm not convinced because I cannot imagine that God made these beans, and of all the beans, soybean is the one that's gonna cause these issues. But lentils doesn't, chickpeas doesn't, black bean doesn't, broad
Right.
bean, all the others.
All the,
No,
yeah.
this is the one,
Only
and
one.
and this is the one that's being pushed for a particular reason. But then the next thing is, in the studies that they claim this, the quantity of soy products that you would have to consume to cause that, there's no normal person in real life that goes anywhere close to the levels of soy, the consumption that would cause the issues that they're purporting. So it doesn't make any sense.
Certainly so. All right, quickly, and with petitioning for another 3 minutes. Two.
I believe that in its organic state, there isn't a problem when consumed, even in abundance. That is where the soy is concerned. But it's the genetically modified ones, and in particular, how the byproduct of soy is made. Take, for instance, if we're going to make tofu or we're going to make the milk, we'll soak it from overnight. In the food industry, they would put it in solvent. And what it does when you put it in solvent, right, it changes some DNA molecules in the cells of the soy. And when that happens, it increases the estrogen level. Thus, it affects especially men when they consume those byproducts of the soy.
All right. Now, I would tend to agree with Brother Sheldon in terms of there's nothing that God's going to make naturally that I believe would affect a man in such a way. But as elders said, that one for soy for mass production has not been like selectively modified, they have been genetically modified. Soy for mass production.
Right.
And so I believe that soy, that would give some issue. I know personally I can't consume it because every time I do, I have a flare-up, a really bad sinus flare-up if I should take any form of soy. Really bad sinus flare-up. I haven't tried the natural ones because I don't know where to find it. So maybe if I try the natural, but I do know personally I have that issue with it. But I believe once in its natural state, if you can get good, natural, healthy soybeans, and you produce your own soy milk, you should be perfectly fine.
But time don't like that. But Michael, we're go.
Yeah, just quickly.
Would not be disrespectful to your brother Michael, but it's interesting.
Peter.
Sorry, Peter, brother Peter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but so I wanted to quickly respond as we're exploring this topic. The issues that we're talking about are for raising the soy concern was the increase of estrogen, right? But what Matthew talked about is sinus. Me think you're gonna say. Me think you're gonna say, "Oh, they eat piece of soy." Hi, baby. You know, like.
I cannot use the time for time.
That's what I was expecting, you know. If say boys get squeaky and they can't lift as much weights, but something different, the better come with, right? So, I wanted to respond to Elder Dels as well.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, Zoom. Whole grains contain phycals and essential minerals such as magnesium, selenium, and copper. A meta-analysis of the diets of 786,000 people found that eating several grams of whole grains was associated with a 20% decrease in the risk of dying from cancer. Whole grains are also high in fiber, which has been linked to lower rates of cancer. Last slide. Last slide. Spinach. Spinach is loaded with nutrients that offer numerous health benefits. It is rich in the following compounds: vitamin K, which helps with blood clotting; carotenoids, which are antioxidants that may help fight cancer; Zoom. Can you hear me?
Yes, hearing no, but you're tripped out
Yes,
for
I
a
know.
little.
Yes, I know. I realize. So we're looking at the last slide, which is spinach. The spinach is loaded with nutrients that offer numerous health benefits. It is rich in the following compounds: vitamin K, which helps with blood clotting; carotenoids, which are antioxidants that may help fight cancer; folate, which helps with DNA formation and repair; there's glycerol lipids, which may be particularly beneficial against prostate, breast, and stomach cancer. This is the cancer fighting foods. Now, most of these we already consume. If you don't, please add some of them to your diet. Brother Sheldon, add beets. For those who don't like onion, you can add onion, especially the red one, right? And believe you me, for me, most Seventh-day Adventist people should not get cancer. It's a disease that we shouldn't get. Another thing that causes cancer is dehydration of your cells. So it means that we need to drink more water, right? So we have the remedies, we have the solutions. Pardon? With COVID vaccine or regular? Well, we couldn't help that. Our parents vaccinated. We couldn't do nothing about that. But I'll wrap up here to say, let us, with the knowledge that we have, let us share with the people that we know, so that they, even if they are diagnosed, they can start helping themselves from the natural remedies that we know can help. All right, thank you all.
Sister Tan, thank you so much. I understand that the study, well, not study, the presentation was a very sweet presentation. So I'll give a little leeway for that one. All right, so now we're going to have a little, so now the break has been cut now, so 5 minutes. So we're going to have 5 minutes break, and then we are going to resume for our Sabbath school session, which will be conducted by none other than Sister Future Kane. So we are going to have 5 minutes and then resume.